What's up, historians? We're going live because I don't give a shit. The StreamYard thing's like, you're 10 minutes early. Do you want to go live? And I'm like, shut up, StreamYard. We're going live. Historically Haunted Vodcast has got no rules. What's going on, everybody? Surprise episode pop up. Real quick shout out to my girl, Alexa Bliss, making the comeback at the Royal Rumble this past weekend. She's, I think she didn't win, but I think she's coming back as the Alexa Bliss we all know and love and most of us hate. I got a pretty cool card of her, actually. This is a rookie card of hers, and she's dressed like Freddy Krueger. And that's a rookie card of her in her Freddy Krueger outfit. Little shout out to Mrs. Bliss and her Freddy Krueger glove that I got, the real one. Fucking sharp, too. Cut your fucking pinky off, cut your pee-pee off. So, anyway, what's going on, historians? Yeah, man, it's I'm just bored. I'm not gonna lie. I got unlimited hours on this. Maybe it's overkill of myself, but you know what? You're not gonna tune in if you don't want to see me. So fucking, if you want to see me and you're tuning in, appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. A little about me. I am Adam. I am Adam Begin. Begin, B-E-G-I-N. Like to start. I am Adam the Historian Ghost Hunter. I've been in this field for a long time, as you guys know. What's up, Jim Brown? Jim Brown knows me. I can't click on your thing there. There it is. What's up, Jim Brown? Tombstone Paranormal. Jim's a good dude. Hello to everybody watching. I see there's 4 or 5 people watching. Please go ahead and say hi in chat. I don't fucking bite. Maybe I do. Yeah, I just wanted to go on just to shoot the shit. I'm going to have Heather come on here in a little bit, but what the fuck? There's nothing else to do. Mr. Huntington, John Huntington. What's up, bud? Fellow Mainer. Used to run with the Conjuring House there back in the day. He was the bodyguard or the fucking whatever you want to call it of the house. He's right here in Maine too. Shout out to John Gillis too. John Gillis. I reached out to him today. He's in the Scarborough area. Me and him are going to collaborate because he's a good people. He likes my stuff. Can you believe it? He comments on things. Wow. He shares my shit. So me and him are going to do some stuff because if you support me and you show me love and you like my shit, you're probably going to have you on my show, and I'm probably going to let you into some secrets because I know my shit. Surprise. I go places and I find shit out. So this dude, Bob Dahl, all podcasts and no playmates, Adam a dull boy. You know what? Bob, you told me I'm one of the most fascinating humans you've ever met, or I should say virtually met. Because I went today, dude. I go, as you know, I went to a store. Let me try to get my facts right because I'm fucking pretty stoned here. Where did I go? Oh, I went to Napa to get some Marvel Mystery Oil right over here in Brownville, Maine, right in the Brownville-Milo border. And I had my ghost shirt on. I had my sweatshirt on with my skulls and shit. And the dude's like, you like ghosts? I go, oh, yeah, you? And oh, yeah, blah, blah, blah. He goes, well, I got something on tape. And he's got this video. And he owns like a lumber yard. And he's got this video that went off security camera when no one was there. He's been there for like a year, 8 months, whatever. Never gone off. It went off Sunday when football was on late. And he caught these 2 orbs dancing. And I'm not a big orb guy. I'm really fucking not. I could piss orbs. I could care less. But these 2 balls spun around. And I wish I had it. Bright as bright could be, looked like 2 eyes. And they just spun around. And as someone was coming in, you can see the lights come on, it vanished. And it happened to be the same day the dude's friend died. So, and he hasn't seen him before or since. This is like a couple weeks ago. And he's not even a believer, but he was believing in that. So that's cool. So shout out to the dude that runs the Milo Lumber Company in Milo, Maine. For all that. Also, shout out to my previous guest, Alexis Aaron for Candles by Alexis. She mailed me a care package at no cost to me. I love when my guests give me gifts. And she sent me this Candles by Alexis candle. It is a cupcake. Look at that. You want to eat that shit. So we're going to be lighting that later. So that's cool. And also at the same time that I had her on, I had a candle making guest on. I had the Candle Witch herself, Candle Witch Company, Rachel King. And she sent me some goodies. She sent me a t-shirt. Check out the little skull candy. You see that lavender? So he's got some good stuff. I got some books on the way from Amanda APS from Australia. So very excited about that. I love getting freebies and gifts. I got some more books coming from Psychic Medium Ellie Bennett. She's personally signing it for me. That's like a $50 book, and she's sending it to me. So awesome. Very cool. Very excited for that. So yeah, I got some videos to show. I want to make sure some more people come on. I get some comparison videos of some Stephen King sites I went to and different shit like that. And yeah, I just, like I said, I'm not, I know it sounds like I'm a glory hog, but at the same time, it's like, dude, if you had a podcast, you'd be doing it too. So don't bullshit me. If you think I'm a big mouth, it's because you're fucking jealous. Because it's fun, man. It's fun to do this shit. I guys want to check this out. So real quick, I did go to, it's actually the biggest indoor flea market in Maine. It's in Mechanic Falls. It's called the Willows, and it's a 3-story chicken coop barn. And there is so much there. Now check this out. And they had some killer shit, Ouija boards and all that stuff. Well, I got these 2 puppets, $5 for the pair, and it was 20% off. Now check these fucking guys out. How creepy is this? Look. Oh, there you go. Hello, welcome to the Historically Haunted Vodcast, and I'm your host, Adam Began's fucking right-hand man, Felipe, or I don't know, he's like a German dude. But I got 2 of these guys, and they're like paper mache. Look at that. And they're like wooden sticks and everything, and I get the things that move. I got $5 for the pair. If you guys have ever seen these, unibrow, please let me know in comments. I Googled them, and I've seen them for like $100, $150 a pair for some stuff like this. Not quite these. Yeah, it is awesome, John. It was like, they get the wood stick. I got my hand up a skirt like a perv. Just kidding. It's a wood stick. And it's got these little things on the arm that makes the arms move. Hi, John Huntington. I like your spirit boxes. So, yeah, man, cool little store. And I also went today to a cannabis lab in Kendustig, where the Kendustig River is, Maine. And I got myself some good old weed, and that got some subscribers. I told them all about it. And I got a dab-filled, keef-covered cone. I'm going to smoke it a little bit from them. So shout out to them for the hookup. And, of course, the toys. I got a bunch of good shit here. You can see my stuff in back of me. I got my Proton pack. I also got last week. It's opened already, but all the pieces are in it. Jumanji. I got that for like $2 at the flea market as well. This is actually pretty neat, guys. I kind of wedged in there, but check that out. And it's got all the board. I don't want to, the way it is, I don't want it to fall out, but it's got all the pieces mint condition. Paid like $3 for it. It's not new, but it's pretty good shape. So I love getting my shit, getting my scores for cheap and free, or just good deals. Sure, you guys like antique, and I know John does. I got a headstone right here. It's a footstone, actually. See that in the corner, the white thing? The marble right there? That's a footstone, gravestone. It was, they have misprint or something, and they made 2. And it was like $300 for the fucking thing. So it's a good collection piece. What's up, Stacey Ross? Let's checking in, another fellow Mainer. So it's going to hit record colds here in Maine. Right now, it's about 8 degrees where I am. And Thursday, or Friday, actually, 2 days from now, it's a high where I am, a high of -2. 2 degrees below zero is going to be my high in 2 days. So they're already issuing out warnings and telling us how to make sure our pipes don't freeze and all that good shit. What's up, Crystal Hill? Stranger, I haven't talked to you in a while. I'm glad you're here. I know you're a busy girl out there where you're hanging out and living. Got about 2 feet of snow here in Maine. Ice cold, going to be -2. Right now it's about 10, so yeah, not a good time. I also picked these up for 50 cents real quick. This is a Stephen King miniseries with other stories. It's a CD book, and it's The End of the Whole Mess and Other Stories. Read by Stephen King, Tim Curry, who played Pennywise, and many more. I got that. Book on tape, so to speak, book on CD. And for 50 cents, I got Salem's Lot. Stephen King's Salem's Lot. CD, 50 fucking cents, dude. And then I got this for 50 cents. And it's all there. It's from 1976. And it's a board game. Oh, hell. Hellfire and brimstone. Can you see that? Oh, hell. I got that for like 50 cents. And it's got little pieces inside. It's just like a little Parcheesi game or whatever. But it's cool. It's old school. We'll see. It could be worth some money. You never fucking know. I love that shit. Plus, you never know what it brings with you, man. It could have a story to it. It could have some sort of attachment, whatever. So I got some movie stuff lined up. I wonder if I should wait till more people check on before I show it. I guess I could show one. Where's the flea market? Okay, so this is where real quick. It's in Mechanic Falls, Maine. It's called the Willows. It's Maine's largest flea market. and it is Mechanic Falls, which is a killer name. It's right by Poland, Maine. It's actually it's right off of, let me think, it's almost by Route 26 where the Hitchhiking Bride is seen, the Ghost Bride, as well as Poland Spring Inn and stuff, but it's more towards Mechanic Falls side, where the pumpkin rides used to be, the haunted hay rides where that girl got trampled and died in the woods. I don't mean to laugh. It's also by Oxford Casino, but it's a chicken coop. It's like a 3-story chicken coop, and it's fucking got to be 300 vendors in there. You could spend 4 hours in there walking around, dude. Yeah, you got to go, John, man. And it's all different vendors. Like some people have 40% off, some people have 20% off, and you go around and look or whatever, and all this shit everywhere. I mean, ask Heather. We went around. I got a pop, I think, right? Hannibal pop. Covered in blood. Hello, Hannibal. I'm having old friend for supper. Different shit. Sounds of the Lamb. So they got cool shit there, collectible stuff I can resell if I have to, but some of that shit's really cool. So, yeah, it's 3 major buildings. Well, yes, it's a big chicken coop, 3 stories tall, and then there's another 1-level building and another 1-level building. And I got some Stephen King books, too, softcover books for like 50 cents. Cheap prices. I'm a stickler anyway. Yeah, you're right, man. Alexis, hello. I was just showing off your candle. Your yummy, beautiful cupcake candle to the fucking... Look at that. I honestly almost ate one of these sprinkles thinking I wanted to see if it was a real one. I got stoned and I'm like, those real sprinkles? Look at that. The fucking thing's beautiful. I don't even know if I want to light it. Oh, my God. Just now smelling it. The UPS guy dropped it off. The FedEx guy, dropped it off last week, or UPS, whatever it was. And he's like, man, my whole truck smells good. So I get some incense in there. And, yeah, I appreciate you checking in, Alexis. You're a good chick. Cool chick. Keep doing you, boo. You get shit down ground. So, yeah, everybody. Some people aren't really watching, but some people are. So we're going to play it anyway because they can watch us later. Fuck them for not showing up. It's my own fault. Well, technically, it's 8:03, so... yes, of course, Alexis. Thank you so much for coming on my show. I gotta have you on sometime, and maybe you and Mama can come up this summer and we can do some Stephen King stuff with Heather. We'll check out. Speaking of Stephen King shit, you guys like Stephen King? Ever heard of him? He's basically the Edgar Allan Poe of our time, but he's still alive. He's like a living fucking legend. I don't think anybody that's an author has more movies about their stuff. The dude's got 40 fucking movies. People go, well, Pet Sematary, Carrie. Okay. Ever heard of The Mangler? Ever heard of Maximum Overdrive? Graveyard Shift? Apt Pupil? Secret Window with Johnny Depp? Stephen King's got so much shit. You got to be kidding me. So, living in Maine, I went to that same high school as him, Lisbon High School. Go Greyhounds. He grew up in Durham. I've been to his house in Durham on Runaround Pond Road. At the end of Runaround Pond Road, is Runaround Pond. Runaround Pond was the inspiration for the leech scene in The Body, a.k.a. Stand By Me. You ever heard of that movie? So, and also next to his house is a Methodist church. It's the oldest standing church in New England, Methodist church in New England. He also attended that with his mother, and he preached there for a little bit. I've been to Hamden Academy in Hamden, Maine. It's the Academy High School. Basically, it's an academy, but it's a high school levels. That's where he taught, and that's where he wrote Carrie, and that's where he got the rights to Carrie for a movie, and so he quit. And I've been to the Pet Sematary house where he wrote it, and the Pet Sematary out back, the original one that gave him the idea, where his daughter's cat is buried, and that's in I can see it. It's Eddington, not Eddington. Orrington, Maine. I've been to that house, and when I went there was a dead raccoon in the road, ironically enough. So I've been to all these places. And, oh, look at this. They're all my awesome, beautiful people are showing up. Hey, my man, AJ and I are both watching. Y'all stay warm up there. Thank you, psychic medium Allie Bennett, author. Book release coming very, very soon, which I cannot wait for. I made love to Stephen King, but he won't admit it to me. Oh, that's funny. I did too, John. So it must have been a threesome. So real quick, Pet Sematary. We're going to watch this real quick. When I've been to the house and I've been to the makeshift Pet Sematary, I've actually got a piece of wood from that. If you look from the Pet Sematary movie, all the wood crosses were white. And if you see this wood that I found at the area has white on it still. And I got a card. I got it next to my little thing of goodies. When I have little things, I got a brick from H.H. Holmes' childhood home. And I got my little collection too. So during the movie, and I'm going to play the movie part for you. You're going to see when Judd and them go to Barry Church. And that is neat, Allie. Actually, fuck, now since Allie thinks it's cool, I got to show you guys my collection. So, if you can see or not, this is a shingle off the roof of the 1697 Dutch Church in Sleepy Hollow, New York. You guys ever heard of the Headless Horseman? Washington Irving that wrote that book, which I actually have that. I paid $300 for it, the original 1821 copy of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow by Washington Irving. Been to his grave. He's buried in that cemetery. That's the brick from H.H. Holmes. Different stuff that I got, like the first ever candies. This is from Frankenstein's trestle, like Frankenstein the monster. There's a Frankenstein's trestle in New Hampshire. Different stuff. That's a nail from the covered bridge. The Walking Bridge, Sleepy Hollow Cemetery. Stephen King's house, Pebble, Granite Whaley. So I got different shit. And of course, I got my little autograph collection. Miko Hughes from Pet Cemetery signed it. Hellraiser signed. I met Pinhead. Met Mike Myers, the first and the last. Met the Texas Chainsaw. Whoops. I met the dude that writes Elvira comic book too. He signed the copy for me. The guy that does the illustrations for Elvira. So that's pretty neat. I mean to brag, but I don't really fucking got much to boast about. So, you know what I mean? I love my little collection. And I'm very, very happy and proud. I'm very proud because I worked hard for it. You know, meeting Ronda Rousey and meeting all these people. It's not, so Ronda Rousey, you guys ever heard of her? She's the first ever female inducted into the Ultimate Fighting Championship Hall of Fame. It's me and Ronda. I was a little nervous. I was a little excited. Okay. So, yeah. Ronda Rousey was killer. So anyway, I digress. So anyway, on to the program. So this is when they walk to the deadfall, right? And then they walk to the granites. They go to the burying ground. Oh, thank you, Alexis. I appreciate that. I love my collection. Yeah, it is a cool collection. Thank you, ladies, for checking in and saying that. I got my autographs here on the wall when I was singing in a band. I opened up for Mushroom Head. I opened up for Il Nino. I used to sing in a death metal band. I got my autographs, Unearth, As They Lay Dying. I met them. I met Kanai. I met Burnt by the Sun and Killswitch Engage. God forbid. Today's the day. I met a lot of people. My Proton Pack, my Ghostbusters jacket, but Dan Aykroyd. Anyway, so hey, Gene Tewksbury from the International Cryptozoology Museum, which I got a bunch of shit laying around from that because I love her and I love Lauren. There's one right there. There's the Mr. Man himself. This is the godfather of monsters. This guy literally named the Dover Demon. He has been everywhere. Loch Ness. He's the Bigfoot guru capital, Lauren Coleman. He personally signed this for me when I met him. Well, I met him a couple times at this point now. So, but anyway, real quick. So this is a rock quarry. It is sick. Thank you, Allie. That's cool. This is a rock quarry in Maine. It's on, let me think, Mount Desert. And it's right next, it's way up there by Acadia National Park. Well, this is a granite quarry that's been there since the 1800s. They stopped using it, and it still looks exactly like the movie. I'm going to stop talking and show you fucking guys this. Now, check this out. Let me bring it on. Let me get rid of me. Let me bring this on. All right, I'm getting new with this shit. So, all right. Yes, Lauren is the man, Jim. Did you guys see that? You see when he was coming up? Did you guys see that? In comments, put yes if you did. Did you see the water in back of Lewis when he's going up to Barry Church, the cat from Pet Cemetery? And he goes, almost there, Lewis, the guy who played Herman Munster. And he goes, you keep saying that. Did you see the water out back and the rocks in the background? Did you guys see that? Can someone just write yes if you did? Thank you, John. Now check this out. This is my YouTube channel. I'm at 233. You got to subscribe, man. I see fuckers out there with thousands of subscribers. The shit that I know and produce, I can't believe I ain't got 1,000 yet. But fuck them. This is my YouTube channel, Adam the Historian Ghost Hunter. You will find this shit on here, uncut, unedited, just like this show. Check this shit out. Oops. Let me get rid of my mug first because I fucking hate that. Let me add that. That's no sound. Oh, no shit, really. It's working again. Listen to that. Hold on a minute, guys. Edit. No sound, no shit. Oh, that sucks. I don't know why fucking. Hold on a minute, guys. Edit. No sound, no shit. Hold on a minute, guys. Edit. No sound, no shit. Oh, that sucks. I don't know why fucking. No sound, no shit. Oh, that sucks. I don't know why fucking. No sound, no shit. Oh, that sucks. I don't know why fucking. There was no sound where the volume's all the way up. I don't know. Maybe it's on your end, Lauren. Hey there. Thanks for checking in. Can't hear the video, but oh, that's weird. Yeah. So, Stacy, the rock formation in the water, if you didn't catch it, that's where they shot Pet Cemetery. And that rock formation's in the water. So that was the Allen Granite Quarry. And that's just the way they left it. And that thing, and Pet Cemetery was filmed there in 1989. I went this past Halloween in 2022. So do the fucking math, right? 20, 30 years and the fucking formation's still there. So, what's up, John Gillis? I was fucking bragging about you earlier, bro, telling you how cool you were. Yes, I can't believe the sound didn't come through. That's fucking weak. Sorry, guys. I don't know why that doesn't make sense. Can you hear me now? Like, I don't know why no sound, but anyway, so yeah, so I did that, and that's how I figured, man. You know what? Like I said, I've been in a paranormal team. I've done the shit. I saw my ghost when I was 9 years old. My first spirit. My grandfather walked me to the fridge to get some milk when I was 9 years old. After he died, the night he died, 1988. Can you hear me now? Awesome. Can you hear me now? So, George, what's up, brother? So I've always followed this, man. My first dead body was at 14. My grandfather flatlined in front of me in the hospital, and everybody panicked, and I sat there with my jaw open. So I've seen death. I've been in hearses. I've slept in tubs, suicide tubs. I've been in morgues at 2 a.m. with reverends. I've met Annabelle twice. I've camped out in graveyards. I'm not saying I'm fucking fearless, but I'm pretty close to it. Fear is a liar. Not much scares me. What scares me, honestly, is forgetting my memories. That's why I document shit, honestly. I started saving these videos, man. I literally got about 40 videos on Facebook y'all haven't seen because I been keeping my memories since Facebook was a thing. I just think no one gave a fuck. I just said no one's going to care about what I have to do because I'm not a kiss ass. I'm not going to, censor myself. I refuse to watch my language or to watch what I say. Aside from me threatening someone or downing someone, which is what I won't do, I'm going to say what I want. And it's worked for me so far. So, Candle Witch, hello. Look what I got myself burning. Hi, Candle Witch Co. Rachel King, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. I promoted you and Alexis at the beginning. I know you're tuning in. You just woke up from your fucking 80-hour nap. Just kidding. Check her out. She's doing all these conventions everywhere and doing her thing. The Candle Witch, hello. But yeah, I actually got a Annabelle wannabe there. I got the Raggedy Ann doll signed by Tony Sparrow when I met them the night with Annabelle. Long story short, man. Yeah, a little bit before Heather comes on, which she's on right now. I can see I'm going to get on in a minute. For those of you that don't know, this is kind of like an introduction thing because I don't know what the fuck's been going on, but I have been getting friend requests from directors, producers, documentary makers, filmmakers, people from all over the globe. I don't know if it's fake or what, or if someone thinks I'm somebody else, but I think I'm actually getting known. Which is weird. Not weird. I shouldn't say that. I should give myself credit. I know some shit. I don't just sit in the corner and go, what's my name? Do you like pizza? Whoa, I'm a paranormal investigator. Fucking wow. Anybody can do that, dude. Any fucking Tom, Dick, or Harry. There's no courses. There's no regiments. There's no test to be a paranormal investigator. My fucking 95-year-old grandmother could be a paranormal investigator if she just said she wanted to be. So I'm breaking away. Y'all can go sit at your fucking table and eat your jelly beans and go investigate the fucking Oxford home or whatever that's been investigated 300,000 times over. And I'll be in the corner smoking a joint looking at the graveyard where some dude died. And let me think. Okay, I've been to a place where America's Most Wanted after Bonnie and Clyde got killed and Dillinger got killed. This man was named America's Most Wanted in 1937 to 39, and he got killed in Bangor. I go to his gravesite and where he got killed, and there's no one there. So I can sit there, I can talk, I can take pictures, I can investigate, I can do what I want. So while everybody goes and pays hundreds of dollars to investigate the Conjuring House and investigate Lizzie Borden, and they spend $300 to go investigate fucking whatever, I'm over here for free. And I'm dropping pictures, I'm doing shit, and I'm making waves on Facebook and YouTube and in my life. And it's at no cost. So I don't know, man. Call me crazy. No one seems to want to work with me. John Gillis wants to work with me. I've been in Maine my whole life. I've been up here for 8 months. There's people all around me, and no one messages me to hang out. No one wants to go. They all want to know where I go. Hey, where's that? Hey, how do you get there? But no one says, hey, Adam, come with us. So guess what? I'm learning. People are unrestricted. My shit's getting hidden. And people that want to work with me for me and want to be cool with me and just want to hang out, they're going to get my knowledge, dude. I get nothing. I've been to fucking places that would blow your mind. I know where mermaids are seen, ghost ships are seen, witches are buried, vampires are buried. I know where movies are filmed. I know where there's abandoned buildings. You guys seen my videos. And until, I guess, you know what? I'm sick of pleading people to work with me to the point where I'm going to start telling people, why do I want to work with you for? I've changed a new leaf, man. I'm not getting cocky, but I'm getting to the point where people have had their chance. I've been here for a long time, and I'm not, now that I'm getting popular, everybody wants me on their network. People want me to promote with them and be on their thing. I've been getting hit up to join things for months now. I'm sorry, guys. Parafest, all these Paracons that didn't want me last year, that didn't want to know who I was last year, and now they want me to come, and I get it, but I don't. So I don't need you unless you want to pay me. And I don't know, that sounds cocky. I get it. It fucking does sound cocky, but at the same time, man, I've been humble for far too long, and then fucking suck it. So my better half, the girl that keeps me, right now she'd slap me if she was with me. She'd go, shut up, you sound like an asshole. The witch herself. 5 years with this girl. I asked her out. We had our first date on Friday the 13th in October in 2017. And we went and saw Friday the 13th at a drive-in. And we've had our ups and downs. We've left for a couple months, but we didn't see anybody in between. We were single, kind of soul searching. We came back. So technically 5 years we've been together with no one else. Heather Diane Caminiti, Heather Witchen, Heather Boom Boom. This girl that I'm going to bring on now, not only does she have my heart and soul and respect, but this girl, for those of you that want me on your podcast that say, hey, will you and Heather come on? You guys can message Heather and have her come on. You don't need Adam and Heather. You can have her. And if you do want us both on, you can ask her. She's not Adam's girlfriend. She's fucking Heather Caminiti. She's Heather Witchen of the Witchen Life Guide show, co-founder of Historically Haunted Paranormal, and the hottest girl I fucking know.
It was so good until the very end. You made me blush. Thank you. That's very sweet of you.
Very sweet of you. I like for checking in.
Oh, you have to go to where the comments are because this is kind of a new format for me to be on this side. Okay.
That sounded too brash by saying all that shit. I guess.
Well, this is okay. Okay. I know your question, so let me answer that question. I know where your feelings are. I know your heart, and I honestly think it's so good for your soul. You got to get it out. You got to say what you got to say. You got to say what you got to say. You know.
Rachel.
The only thing that I want to make sure is that you don't hold in any feelings of, no worth of yourself because of what anybody thinks anyway. It just doesn't matter. None of that matters. None of it really matters when it comes down to just, you love what you're doing, and I like seeing what you're doing. And that's the biggest focus.
I think what it comes down to is, well, and I appreciate that because you're my biggest supporter, and I have you. But I think you know as well as I do that the whole mentality, good guy finishes last, honestly, is kind of somewhat true to an extent. But at the same time, you and I have stayed true to ourselves. We had 0 fucking followers 2 years ago, and now it's to the point where if I post a picture, I get 15 likes in like a minute, which I'm not trying to be like, whatever, whoa, likes, who cares? But the thing is, people are paying attention, and I haven't done anything. I haven't shaved my beard. I haven't lost weight like I was supposed to do. I was told by a close friend of mine, someone you guys all, I guarantee you if I said his name right now, you guys would all hate him. And I'm not going to say his name. You guys are all friends with him, all of you. And he told me that I would never make it until I shave my beard, lose some weight, watch my mouth, and just basically tone it down. Basically not be me. Read a prop like he does on shows. Read a teleprompter and scripts. So, and the funny part is I got a very active show. I've been mentioned in the New York Times about my podcast, and he hasn't. So it's just funny because, Heather, as you know, and you always tell me, don't ever change. The right people will be to you for you. I don't need to. So,
yeah. Well, I mean, it comes down to even that with relationships. And that's one of the things like I want to start integrating into the Witchen Life Guide. When I envisioned the name, I really envisioned all the shit that I've seen. I've gone through shit, but we've all gone through shit. So the stuff that I've seen everybody go through, I feel like it's just, people need some sort of access to just have some help out there that's free. So I want the Witchen Life Guide to just have that type of focus and everything like that.
And that's why I think I'm glad that because okay, for those of you that don't know, I was on Ross Raposo's Paranormal King Radio Network show. Paranormal King was a show about 2 years ago. actually. And literally right after the show, within about 8 minutes, he goes, "Thank you for coming on my show. You're amazing. Do you want your own? You can talk." Me? So long story short, I got on a show, and then he realized I was with Heather, and she was my first guest. And he goes, "Wow, you're great, Heather. Do you want a show?" So
I'm
he
so
gave her a
shy.
show, and she named it herself the Witchin Life Guide. Didn't put the name show. Smart move, because it's more than a show. Because you post things that are inspirational quotes and stuff, right? Little throughout the day, little tips and stuff, huh?
Yeah, so it's for me to sit there, it's hard because I'm like, oh, this is what I want. This is what I want to do because I know like all of us, we have all our own issues. There's not a single one of us that doesn't have a problem. We all have good days, we all have bad days. And we all go through these motions and everything. So I wanted to have something where people could go to. And it's not just I didn't want it to really be like a page. I want it to be a community, but how do I get a community when everybody's across the country? Like I want to meet these people and like okay, the all the candle girls. I want to like
Well, real quick before
when
you
they
go any
send you
further,
sorry, when they send you the stuff, let me say this real quick. When they send you the stuff, it was beautiful to see it, but when I got to hold it in my hand and smell it, it was just so good and it made me feel so good. And I just want to have a community. So I don't know. I
well, real quick, and
yeah.
that's my whole point is real quick. You do, um, Lilac. I absolutely adore Heather. Um,
Oh,
she is beautiful. George, with an Annabelle background, says hello.
Annabelle.
So I mean, you do look at right here. Miss Perez loves colored glasses. Speaking of one of the candle girls right now, Mrs. Alexis Aaron.
Yes.
You two rock says Danny Perez, who loves us, always
I like
keeping
his
it real.
message
Is my new
too.
boy, John Gillis. I wouldn't say new. I've been friends with him for a while, but we've reached out. Radical's got our back. Rich, thick as in, she says.
Thank God.
Um,
Finally. Whew. Sorry.
I think that's for both of us, right there. Keep being yourself, never change. You know what I mean? That's the big thing. Keep it's to say you wouldn't be Adam if you watched your mouth and shaved your beard. That's true. I'd be a fucking pedophile or a weirdo fucking creep. I wouldn't be, but I'd look like one. I don't like this without a beard. But no, you're right, Heather. And I think that's the difference is in a world of orbs and voodoo and fucking I'll read your palm, I'll read your cards, I'll read this, tarot readings. I love it all. And I have these people on my show and I'm not dissing anyone, but you and me, we're not the black sheep. Well, I guess we are, but we do our own thing, man. I don't want to
Mhm.
copy anybody. And I see people literally come on my show and go, "Oh, I want your guest." Ooh, have them send me a friend request. Like I was friends with Allie Bennett before, and a lot of people were that I'm friends with. Now I look at you, we've got like 8 mutual friends. I'm like, we didn't a month ago. So I don't know. It's just funny. Maybe people have a good idea. Maybe they're poaching. I don't know. But I feel like not that we need the credit, but you know what I'm saying? Because we talk a lot, you and me. And I feel like there are some jealous people, there are some spiteful people, unfortunately. But what sucks is we don't put that out. You're a very positive
Yeah.
influence. You run a free page in the South Maine community of donating and picking up free stuff. You're a Girl Scout leader. You worked at a food pantry for 2 years. So you've raised daughters essentially on your own, and your house is literally always open to anyone who's not a piece of shit. So I guess my question to you is, I didn't really think I had a question for you, but is how can people be completely negative to people that have such positive lights? Is it just because they're drawn to that and want to banish it, or because they're jealous of that, you think, and they want to banish it?
I feel like, if I think the whole world right now, they're dealing with a lot of narcissist versus empath battles because we're coming out of the woodworks on both sides. Not so much like, oh, it's just starting. No, it's just that we're able to see it more because people put their every thought on Facebook. They put their every feeling on Facebook. They put their every all that stuff. So we're all kind of like battling each other and we're not even close to each other in proximity, like physicality proximity. You know what I mean? So what's all this anger we all have with each other? So when it comes to
What the
like the
hell is
witch and
para
life,
unity? Whatever happened to para unity?
I don't know. It's very like it's hard because no matter what place you get into, what kind of friends you have, there's always going to be issues. And what I want to do is to teach everyone how to work through those issues because that's what we're here for. We're not really here to point out that there's a problem. We kind of
Right.
know. Now it's time to clean it up, and do the best that we can because I get frustrated because I feel like I need to do it all in a day. and it's
Well, you're
very,
an
very
empath too. You're
frustrating and
sensitive.
exhausting. Yeah.
You're an empath and a sensitive too. So when there's misery all around us, especially since 9/11, or well, 9/11 obviously too, but since Corona, really, even you said it. People have gone kind of apeshit crazy since Corona, and you,
Yeah.
for those of you who don't
We
know,
forgot to socialize. We don't know how to socialize anymore.
well, that I just think people that didn't know how to act really even don't know how to act even more now, and I think we're so used to people getting now people are coming back in your face. Like the other day, that guy was right behind me, breathing on my neck. I'm like, back the fuck up. Like that's one, you know what I mean? For those of you who don't know, Heather purchased through an auction a old police vehicle, Portsmouth, or I'm sorry, Hampton Beach, New Hampshire police vehicle. It's a black and white Penguin car. Heather gets hated on a lot. When we're at a weed place or talking to someone in person at a gas station, they love it. How much? Well, that's cool. But if you're driving by, we get the bird, we get the fuck you, wannabe pig. And oh yeah, people don't really care. But Heather really shines through it. She'll smile and turn up her yellow wolf. Which is her favorite musician, by the way, the Native American rapper signed under Eminem, or previously signed under Eminem. He's signed by himself now, right? He's got his own label.
Oh yes, He's he has elevated. I share a lot of videos of him on my page. He's just, I don't know. His music hits me in every mood. I've laughed and cried and gotten so pissed at the same song different various times in my life because it hits. He talks about his music is all about like growing up with nothing, being told you're nothing, and then but
And
you're
it's
gonna
not
keep going.
traditional rap, am I right?
It's not. I'm not a hip hop girl at all. I could never be in a club. First of all, I have no rhythm, so I'm not a hip hop
Look,
girl. Oh my god!
my
I'm
boy,
telling him
I
all
knew
the
I
time.
hooked up with him for a reason.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and who got you in the Yellow Wolf?
Don't get
Who
me
got you in the
started.
Yellow Wolf?
Your buddy Kenny.
My Kenny, rest in peace, made me cry. My best friend who died of cancer. I actually held him. He was about 85 pounds, bones, skin and bones. I held him,
He was tiny.
gave him a hug, and he died the next day. And my mom died 2 months later. My grandmother died right in between. I had 3 deaths, and anyway, I'm not going to get into that. But he got me into everything, man. A lot of everything, but a lot of shit. Not Gore, that was Scott, but Yellow Wolf. Yellow Wolf to me it's funny. He's got Kid Rock on one of his songs. He's kind of like that. He'll go from metal to rock to R&B to hip hop to soul to rap. But he's kind of a little bit. And I love Best Friend with Eminem. The wolf, Yellow Wolf, is actually walking into a graveyard, and the mist rolls in, and then it's into a church. And that's, if you guys check out Best Friend by
That's
Yellow
the
Wolf.
one. That's the one I would think if you wanted to dip your little foot, the foot in the water of that pond, that oh my god, you're gonna want to dive in. Trust me. But if you just want a little taste, probably Best Friend's the best one because it's not so. Eminem's in it. People are familiar with that.
Well, it's good. I mean, he doesn't obviously drop the N-word. He's white, and he doesn't really rap about hoes and bitches. I mean, he's got that one song Up in the Club with fucking Lil Jon.
He does.
Well, yes, his older shit.
But he has options. That's the thing. He is all over the spectrum.
If you listen to his old CDs to now, you can almost hear him musically grow and mature. Excuse me.
On my profile, you know how I'm just so used to you burping. It's funny. We're doing it live. I love it. Fucking A. So on my profile, you know how you can add songs and shit to your profile? The song I have on of his right now is write my name, or write your name. If you were to listen to that one, you would not think that he talks about bitches and hoes and banging 22-year-olds and all that shit.
Is that his wife? Is that his wife singing backup? I forget.
Not in that one.
They should never let you out. No, that's someone else. Yeah.
And Animal is with Fifi.
That's right. But no, that's another girl. She's got a great voice in that one though too. Write your name across the sky and take out all the stars because you light up the night. I get as high as the moon when you're here with me.
If you want to feel a tear come down your eye, but hear a beautiful song, watch that one.
Look at the Candle Witch.
Oh my god.
We got some Yellow Wolf fans. See, it's not
I keep telling him.
I like Rich too.
He never sees it, of course, because I'm a nobody up in Maine. But every time he says, I'm like, come to Maine. Can you all tell him to come to Maine to see me? Well, not just me personally, but to New England, so we can all do an event.
Keef covered. Look at that. Look at the Keef crystals on this joint. See that? That's the one I got for free today. That's what I got for free from Cannabis Lab.
Are
On
they
the
watching? If they are, hello.
Hello, guys. Thank you for tuning. Oh, dude, they're all about it. I told them I'm a ghost hunter and I work with the Warren Legacy Foundation. I got my own vodcast, and the girl and guy are like, oh, I go to movie filming site, Stephen King. They're fucking just give them a joint. I'll go, yeah, boy. Pays to talk, man. And that's the same time when I talked to that guy today about the ghost in his shop, which is neat. You know that. I'm a talker. We'll go to restaurants.
Look at the background you have. This is the first time I'm seeing the little historically haunted vodcast up in the corner. The historically haunted banner.
To have the package. Yeah,
it looks really good.
Yeah, and a whole background too.
Yeah, I like that. See, I'm not technical. I can't do that shit. You should be proud of yourself. I'm like so technically. I can like posts and shit. That's easy to do. I can laugh. And I can. But
yeah, if you guys get any questions, hit us up. The piggybacking needs to stop. Give credit to whom it belongs to. I believe in you both. Everyone else here must agree. Also, we back you, dude. You're the fucking best. Alexis, you're cute. You guys are so cute. You're cute, girl. We fucking appreciate you. Heather's in love with your incense. She's in love with your candle. When you came on that day, she's like, "They're such good souls." You're right in, dude, Alexis. I don't want to say who you are because people are fucking creeps, but you're in a small part of Maine that we're very familiar with, right by the Poland Spring Inn. So next time we go to the Poland Spring Inn in the spring, we'll hit you up. Heather and I will go do something. There's a place I know of. There's so many places I know of. There's a place you can go, and it's in an old church, and a Monsignor, right, an old reverend dude, was in there in a crypt for 100 years, and they finally took his body out, and you can rent the crypt out where he stayed in this old church's basement with a coffin bed and like 800 horror movies for like $100 a night or $200 a night. And I'm not telling anybody where it is because I want to go there first, but I know where it is. Heather does too. We got a tour, remember? Not a tour, but we went there.
That would be something I would happily stay in my own bed and eating some chips and wishing you well wishes for that evening.
All right. Well, hey, real quick, I'm going to show you a picture and I want you to explain it, okay? Watch the screen, everyone.
Oh. Okay, so that's Sleepy Hollow. That's the bench of Sleepy Hollow.
This past year, we went to a bucket list of ours when I ended up getting into a little bit of money when I got my house. We went to Tarrytown, New York, spent the night in an old, very old hotel, and we did some exploring in where, Heather?
Oh my gosh, do you have something in mind? Because we actually did so much. We went down to the cemetery, the old Dutch
That's right. Church. You didn't see. Allie Bennett tuned on earlier, and I showed her my collection, and I showed her the shingle I have from the old Dutch church, which is the oldest church standing in New York State, the whole state, 1674. Probably one of the oldest churches in America. And I got a wooden shingle that was on the ground. I kept it. The inspiration for Bronze Bones and Katrina, what the fuck was her last name in the Sleepy Hollow series? They're buried there as well as Van Tassel. There's Van Tassel's buried there. Katrina Van Tassel.
It is really cool.
And we went to Washington Irving's grave, and his gravesite is a National Historical Monument. So then I went online and I found a local bookshop in Maine that sold the original copy. Washington Irving is the first American writer to make a novel overseas. He wrote this book in 1820. I have the second copy edition in 1821 of The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, and it went for $250, and it books for about $600 on eBay. Ask Heather, is that right?
That is, yeah. It's an amazing, like the bookshop that you got that at. I love that bookshop that you got that copy at. It's this old man. We should share that. You should share his page. He's probably doesn't have a whole lot going on in his social media page because he's an old man that runs his bookshop all by himself. You walk in, there's just stacks of books. And of course, he's got shelves, but it's rooms upon rooms. You get lost. It's like a maze. I mean, how would you explain that? How would you explain that bookstore, my dear?
No, I'm sorry. I'm just really baked. Wow, that just fucked me up. Holy shit. Okay.
Yes, anyway. Keith covered. So thank you, Cannabis Labs. That was a test of your product, and I guess it's an A+.
Yowza. And I smoke all fucking day. You know me. Holy shit.
He's a pro. So
I go there,
good
the girl goes, I'm
kudos.
knocking off information. The girl goes, how do you retain that shit? I go, I'm breaking the stigma that weed breaks memory. I go, since I died 3 years ago, I remember everything. She goes, you died? I go, 38 seconds. Anyway, and she goes, oh my God. So I'm writing down my podcast, and she's like, oh my God, you're amazing. The guy's like, come back in, I'll get you a t-shirt. So I'm a
I'm running
talker.
it's Canna Lab.
Cannabis Lab. This is their specials for the next couple of days, dude. 5-pack of pre-rolled joints for fucking $20 every day.
How many states is it still illegal? Do we know in the US? And do you have any viewers right now that it's not legal where you live?
Oh, yeah. Real quick, we got people in comments blowing up. I want to get to this real quick. What was I say? Kendustig. It's right, excuse me, fucking beer. It's right on the edge of Bangor. Kendustig was the Kendustig River. Guess where the Kendustig River flows to? Through Bangor. That's where the Losers Club hung out. There's a drain pipe there that is the inspiration for Pennywise's drain pipe. That's where the losers went swimming with Beverly when they got a boner when she had her bra on. Stephen King writes about it. They do stops there. That's a bum haven now. It's also got Lover's Leap. It's a big rock thing where 2 Native Americans jumped off and committed suicide because they couldn't be together because they had different tribes. Then that stream flows through Kendustig.
It's a hard word.
Kendustig stream, and it flows through Bangor, through Derry, and that's the streams that we go through, the little ravines. That's the river that goes through Bangor, the canal systems. That's the same fucking waterway. It's all connected. So that's where
love that area
is, and it's a beautiful little shop, very quaint. They don't got people in suits out front dancing and blow up figures. It's just a weed store, very simple and very, very good. My God. So shout out to them. And I love my Maine. Driving today to the snow-capped mountains. I saw another fucking deer trot across the road. 5 graveyards covered in snow.
I love it. Like, thank God there is technology, even though I do hate it, that I can see that stuff with you as it's going on, because it is so pretty where you are.
Alexis, yes, it is pretty. Alexis, thank you so much for liking my shit. You and that Jenny Cold girl do. The thing is, when you guys see my stuff and go, oh, I saw that picture, that's awesome. And I'm like, well, you didn't like it. When you guys like my shit, that gives me inspiration to want to keep doing it. When you don't like my shit, you're probably going to put on restricted. Because if you're seeing my shit and not liking it, I'm thinking you're stealing my ideas and you're not going to see any of my shit. So if you don't see none of my shit, it's probably because you don't like my shit. So like my shit and I'll throw you back on. But I just got to be careful because people are stealers. So I have shit that people don't. Every day someone messages me or writes, goes, wow, I didn't know that. John Bernier, all of them. Wow, you know so much stuff. So I love the appreciation. So show it to me. If you appreciate what I got, give me a thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? Fucking like my shit, dude. Subscribe to my page. Share my shit. I shouldn't have to beg, man. But I should have more than 233 fucking subscribers. The content I got, mind-blowing. I've been to houses made out of 32,000 tombstones. I've been to vampires' graves. I've been to everything. You know, Heather, you've been to half these places. The birthplace of the hamburger. We drove 4 hours to have an 1895 a hamburger made out of a 1900 press. They still use the same press from 1898 out of this thing to cook our patties.
I can smell it. It was so good.
It's in the Library of Congress as the birthplace of the fucking hamburger. You like McDonald's, you like Jack in the Box, you like Five Guys, you can thank fucking Lou's Lunch. And me and Heather drove there and had one out of the thing. You look up YouTube, there's plenty of things about it. Yeah. We drove to Essex, Massachusetts, the birthplace of the fried clam. We drove to Quincy, Mass, birthplace of Dunkin' Donuts. Why not? I'm sick of doing the same old. I love my new shit.
Did you yes. before I get on, did you show the puppets?
Hold us in. Sorry, go ahead.
Before I jumped on, did you ever show the puppets?
Oh yeah, John Huntington loved them.
Did anybody think where they came from?
John likes us. I paid $5 for the pair. Watch the Historically Haunted Vodcast, guys. Hello. And they're little old, they're like paper mache Russian things with sticks. I paid $5 for the pair. They're mint.
They have little bags. Like, they're just so cute. And I don't know. There's no markings, nothing. And I don't know.
I brought this on that I paid $2 for, 1976, a year Heather was born. Not to tag her, but. And of course, this I got for Christmas from Heather. This encourages transformation. It is ammoniite, and it's got fossils in it. Look at that.
I love that.
Look at the fossils. That's thick. That's thick stone, guys.
Really heavy.
Heather got me that for Christmas. The Witchen lady. She knows where to get. That's a fossil. That's like a prehistoric dinosaur tail, and those are like shells, dude. This is heavy right now. I don't want to break it, but I wanted to bring that on. So, what are your plans for Witchen Life Guide? You want to bring some guests on? You want to go solo? Do you want to have a vodcast every week? You think? I know you did a poll recently.
So this is the thing. I know it's going to be Wednesday evenings because that's where everybody is feeling the most comfort, and I'll probably honestly do it a couple of different times. It doesn't, because it's what's a schedule? What is commitment when life is life right now? You are
Normal joint.
amazing. You are fucking amazing with, like, you say you're going to be able to do this, that. I'm a scatterbrain and I have a hard time nailing shit
And you're
down.
raising two children. You're raising a child. You had one, but you got a high schooler. I get it.
So, but what I want to do about guests, I definitely don't want to sit there and just be on there and be by myself talking. I can't do that. But at the same time, I don't want to go and like ask people and bother people like, hey, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Because I'm super shy. I'm just super shy. I'm super shy. I'm gonna admit it. I'm super shy and I have a really hard time. So it's a comfort level I don't have. So it's really hard for me.
Well,
But there's
that's
so
why I'm
many
your
people.
PR.
I know so many people. I'm like, I just want to talk about what you do and look at it all, while making that face, of course. And but so yeah, that's my thing.
We'll go places and
Because
I'll go, she's gonna show, and she goes, oh.
yeah, because and when it comes to like the structure of the show, I honestly feel like I can't have one because it stresses me out to plan something because to me nothing ever goes as planned. So I've had to learn to just adapt. So I feel like
No.
I just want to have people that I vibe with, because when you're vibing with somebody and you start talking good energy, positive shit, words come out, the messages come through, and that's when things get rolling. Like, how do you plan? You can plan your next steps, but you got to be open to just natural shit coming through. So it's almost like I want to plan how to do it, but at the same time, like, I don't know, waiting for the
That's pretty
universe to
cool.
tell me what to do.
No. But I think that's what we do is we roll with the punches, like real quick to bring it up. Don't forget the Leatherman. Remember Danny and Lauren, the radicals that run around the hearse? They sell Ouija boards.
I love
Danny
them.
Perez, Lauren's husband, makes Ouija boards out of Connecticut coffin wood, real coffin wood. Ouija boards. He'll custom make them to have your name, your face, a naked
Yeah,
girl,
it's even
whatever you
beyond.
want.
It's beyond that. It's
Yeah, he sells.
Ouija boards, but it's custom art
Yeah.
at this
Oh yeah,
at
he
this
sells
point.
cemetery dirt, coffin
Yeah,
nails. You name it, they roll around in the hearse. Very cool people. We had him on the
beautiful,
show. He
beautiful
collects
stuff.
things, artifacts. Roll with them. There's some honestly, dude. They roll with a lot of people I really don't care for, but I don't care. I love Danny and I love Lauren, and they're humble, unlike a lot of people in this
Yeah.
field. Very good people. Their daughter runs with them too a lot, which is very cool. So people talking. Oh, the Leatherman, real quick. So the Leatherman, Heather and I, when they went to Sleepy Hollow. That's where they went to the Sleepy Hollow Con. I said, go next to Sleepy Hollow, Ossing, New Hampshire, right on Sleepy Hollow Cemetery, right where the Ramones filmed Pet Cemetery. They filmed that song in Sleepy Hollow Cemetery. Right next to that is Ossing, Ossing, New York. First thing you get into the fucking town, ask Heather, is a cemetery on the left, Spartan. Hail Spartan! Spartan Cemetery. And they got a big like foundation over church. It was hit by a cannonball.
Oh, that's right. That's in that one. That's right.
They
That's in
say the
that
headless horseman
cemetery.
based off a Hussein soldier who got his head taken off with a cannonball during the Revolutionary War in New York. There's a lot of battles there. And they say that's what it's based off of, is that the dude lost his fucking head. The cannonball hit this church. Long story short, Leatherman's buried there. He walked from Connecticut to New York selling leather. He wore it and he sold it as he walked, like pieces of leather clothing and shit. Like he didn't carry it.
Between two towns, many miles, right?
Yeah, something like that. He's buried there. There's a big placard. Folklore.
So
and I told
now
them about it. They saw it and they thanked me. They go, "Thank you. I had no clue. Danny knows all about it. Never knew." So historians teaching historians, we can all learn from people.
So I have a question, because I think if they're still watching, Danny and or Lauren, a question for them, because they did go to that spot. So they were there and they saw the cannonball. Were you standing at that hill where that was and trying to vision how far away that ship had to have been? Because I was thinking of the time, how quick those cannonballs had to have gone. And I was really trying to reconstruct that, plus the trees and any growth. Could you picture it at all? I had a really hard time. It obviously happened, but it just seemed so out of place, so weird. It was so
It's
hard.
funny? What river was the boat on that shot the cannonball?
I don't remember.
The Hudson.
Oh, that's right. See, that's just fun. That's just
Do I
fun.
just remember everything? Like we
You
went over
do.
the bridge where the plane landed. Remember the Hudson?
Except if I tell you what time I'm coming home.
Oh, burn.
You don't ever remember that.
Burn, dude. So we're talking about the Poland Springs. Stacey Ross stayed there. She stayed in the captain's room. Hiram Ricker, the founder of Poland Spring, haunts that place still. Pretty wild pictures of him. Sonny Liston stayed there, the boxer, when he fought Cassius Clay and Lewis and Muhammad Ali. George, rumor has it Jack the Ripper. I don't know about that. They say Jack the Ripper is America's first serial killer. Howard Hubert Holmes, or H.H. Holmes, Herbert, fucking, he's got like 4 teams' names. They actually talked to his great-great-grandson, Jeff Mudgett. But H.H. Holmes, man, he was born in New Hampshire in Gilmington. I've been to his house, and I've been to his grave site in Yeadon, Pennsylvania, where he was caught in Boston, tried and murdered for 18 deaths. If you guys watch the series American Horror Story, the Murder Castle is based on him, or the castle, or whatever, the hotel, or whatever. It's based on his Murder Castle hotel in Chicago at the World's Fair. They say he's Jack the Ripper. Other than that, no one's really ever found Jack the Ripper, so I fucking highly doubt it.
There's got to be.
It's not H.H. Holmes. He's in London where he did it. He's not.
There's got to be some DNA findings at some point in human history.
I've looked up so much shit, dude. I've never heard that. I'm not saying you're a liar, but I don't believe that for a second, dude. I'm sorry. I've seen so much shit on Jack the Ripper. I've never in my life heard that he's buried in Connecticut. I know there's vampires buried there, and I know there's Ed and Lorraine because we've been to their grave, but I've never heard of Jack the Ripper ever in my fucking life. So that's definitely new to me. Hannah Crana, the Connecticut witch. I know my shit. I've never heard of that, so I'm calling you out on that one. Sorry. And I have no reason to fucking believe it. But if you say some shit, I'll believe you, but I don't believe that on hearsay. So, because I've done my research, I've fucking never heard that. And I've
what was the name of the town?
Supposedly Dudleytown. Oh, Dudleytown I've heard of. And I've heard of the Melonheads. Dudleytown is a town that's like a dog town. I've heard of the Melonheads in Connecticut, these alien creatures with big heads. We've been to the Haunting in Connecticut house, which is in Southington, Connecticut, home of the Snedeker family. It was a funeral home that was hauntings. Ed and Lorraine did. We've been there. We've been to Ed and Lorraine Warren's house. We've been to the Warren Occult Museum. We hung out with Chris McKenna. I'm a member of the Warren Occult. The Warren. That's a Warren Occult Museum, but I'm a member of the Warren Legacy Foundation for Paranormal Research. I'm the Northeast chapter member. I'm friends with Tony Spera, Judy Spera, all of them. I don't toot my own horn, but I will if I have to. I know some big fucking people. So, but yeah, anyway, Connecticut's my fucking shit. Dracula Drive, Melonheads, yeah. I tell you, I know Rachel King. It's actually not called Dracula Drive. That's the nickname of it. But yeah, they come out. They got big heads. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's actually a town in Connecticut, too, that's a house full of midgets. There's a bridge in Connecticut that's got a bullfrog on it. Because like 20,000
bulldog.
Remember the bullfrog death? There's a mass death in Connecticut. Bullfrogs all died. There was like a big suicide, like 40,000 dead bullfrogs by this river. And they built a memorial. Some dude in Connecticut got killed because he got a beard. Oh, yeah. I know about Connecticut. Don't get me started. I'll fucking go toe-to-toe with you.
That's crazy.
We've been to the old school stop sign in Connecticut. Remember? The big man-operated street sign in Connecticut?
That was really cool.
Harriet Beecher Stowe's
with a guy.
house.
Yeah, the guy had to walk up and do the lights and stuff. And that was pretty cool. That was fun.
Dude,
I love old stuff.
She's got a melon head candle. Lauren Perez says that's the Lauren Perez must know Rachel. That's killer.
That's cool.
Yes, Melonhead's a dope. Will Maddock. Oh, that's killer.
Shouldn't we have smell-o-vision by now, people? Like, come on.
Yeah, my weed would be all in your living room. Everybody would be like, oh, it smells like weed in here. Fucking can't watch this show anymore.
Oh, probably. Good point. But you could flick it off. I mean, there's got to be technology to do that shit.
I think all people would like the weed smell. Have you fucking people smoke. So anyway, anybody got questions for us? We're going to round it off here. We can go a little bit over. We still got 7 people that actually want to watch us, which is surprising. Hey, and George DeCosta. I hope I didn't sound like an asshole, dude, because I wasn't calling you out on that. I've never heard that. That's new to me. But yes, Dudleytown in West Connecticut, very unique place. I've heard of Dudleytown. My mother-in-law loves you guys. That's awesome. I didn't know. That's cool. I mean, some people like our stuff, and the ones that don't are just jealous as far as I'm fucking concerned, because I think we're fun. I'd hang out with me in a heartbeat, as I do every day.
Oh, my goodness.
I just don't worry about passing it to myself, because I literally just hold it. But it's cool. Door dashing gets me excited. I think you and me do that a lot together. We end up finding cool places out, you know.
Well, I mean, that's the only way.
I get paid for it.
It's the only way that you can really find stuff sometimes because, I mean, there's actually, let me take that back. That's not the only way. It's
Hey,
the
Jay.
only way I have at my access right now to find stuff right now. People can find out shit in many, many ways. But for right now, that utilizes as a way, like when you go on your DoorDash trips and you come back, you're like, I saw this, and then we can go take a ride later, like a barns and abandoned barns and stuff like that. It's just,
Look, did
it's
I
so
call it or what?
amazing.
I tell you. It's got a frog on the. I've read on Connecticut. Weird. Dude. I got. Ask Heather. How many notebooks do I got full of places to go? I don't type and I don't just go on my phone. I actually put the pen to. When I write my first book next month, I'm gonna write it pen to paper. I'm not gonna type it. I'm not gonna fucking ebook it. I'm writing it down because that's what I do. So yeah, man, old school. And that's the way to do it. Research. I know a lot about Connecticut and I fucking about New England in general. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, killer plates in Maine. I've been to a lot that Heather hasn't been to yet, but I'll bring her like the B-52 crash sites. Mind blowing. Mind blowing.
I want to make that. I want that to be like, if we ever get to the point of having our own
You have a picture,
ATV.
okay? Hang tight. Go on solo. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, I want to do that B-52 crash site, like when we have access to like an ATV or something, because the way that it's, I guess it's, I don't know. So this is just from word of mouth, but it's on this mountain and the train's a little iffy and it's gonna fuck up your suspension of your car. And I don't want that. It's not worth it to me. I want to see it. Like, if even if he goes live, I can at least see it. But I don't know. That's my philosophy. I like to like be able to enjoy that stuff from the background, but um and everything. So, oh my God, John, you don't take your car up there. How many times have you gone up there? And there's literally probably right now, it's got to be completely covered with snow, completely covered. Like, you got to have, even if you went up there, you probably wouldn't even see anything, I would imagine. Oh, Stacy, yes, you got to go up there. So yeah, wouldn't that be fun? Do we have ATVs? Do people have ATVs that they can just, we can all just like, oh, hi babies. You laugh. You know, we could all plan like an ATV thing because I think it'd be fun, because how much stress would that be if you're going up there, you want to enjoy your day, but you fuck up your car? No, that's not fun. So yeah, like let's do something where it's fun but smart, you know? I can hear the
Did you see
deers
the deer?
eating.
Oh, did you see it though? No,
Yeah, yeah. Why'd you put them
you didn't
away?
see
I
it.
thought you were bringing them on.
Oh, I
We did.
asked. I
Well, we
didn't
saw
hear you.
the. Oh, you couldn't hear us? Yeah, the deer. Saw the deer.
No, I can't hear you now. I asked you if you saw the deer, and it was just silence. So I was like, "Oh, I better didn't hear the deer." Then I guess I don't know if you heard him. Yeah, that's about 2 miles away from me. Historians, about 3 or 4 miles away. That's the Brownville Deer Feed, Deer Pantry. It's live feed
Mm.
24 hours a day. We've seen bobcat on there, wild turkey, deer, buck, and you can actually drive by and see it too. This dude just gets money from the subscribers on YouTube, and it's a pretty soothing channel. It's being Heather's favorite.
And he does amazing. It's just like, I think 3 or 4 years he's been doing it. He started out small, and these deer, especially with the weather we have in the next coming, few days, they don't have a lot to eat during the winter. I'm not a like
Oh,
I love nature, but I'm not a nature girl, meaning I don't hike trails. I love living through the people who do it, but I can't go hiking through a trail and looking at the looking at the deer. So I love that people can go live with a deer in the. Isn't it crazy you're having a pumpkin head in February 1st is tomorrow,
24.
by the way, everybody.
I love this area. 24 beers for $12. These tall boys, you get the fuck out of here. So real quick, so I looked up Alice Obscura, and that's how I found this B-52 crash site. And in the 60s, this B-52 bomber took a test flight, the first of its kind in the Northeast area, and 9 airmen from Massachusetts took this flight. They went above Greenville, Maine, right by Moosehead Lake. Huge lake, Maine's biggest lake. And they were on Elephant Mountain. They were flying over it, actually. And the engine gave out. And then the engine gave out. It crashed. The pilot and navigator ejected from their seats, parachuted. 7 men died. The fucking airplane crashed, dug a hole in the earth, went down the hill, and there's fucking parts everywhere. You go on Adam the Historian Ghost Hunter YouTube. Check it out. It's on there. To go on my page, look in either Atlas Obscura sites or Historic Maine. It should be on either one. And you see me walk around. There's fucking tires, fuel lodges, seats, compartments, just everywhere. There's a big tombstone on the shell of it. And if you read, me and Heather read up on it. What happened, Heather? They got frostbite. It was negative 20 in February.
2 people survived. Not only survived the crash, survived the night, overnight on this mountain. And the mountain's temperatures was negative 30 degrees that evening. And that's it's they don't it's just amazing. Could you imagine being out there negative 30 degrees? I couldn't imagine it. I couldn't imagine it. And so I don't remember. He's good with the facts and the remembering with, if they lost limbs or anything. I feel like one of them is still alive right now, but I'm not sure. He'll have to verify that. But I don't I want to see some stuff on that. That's amazing. Like I want to see if you guys can all venture up in there, do something really cool on
It's,
that.
Yeah. It's like
That's
the road
heroic.
itself. Thank you. Yeah, it was. I took my Dodge Avenger out there, and I think I might have went down the right road, wrong road. Either way, it's a dirt ATV off-road road, and that car took a beating. Your truck could make it. My car made it. You can make it. You just got to go slow. I was flying because I didn't know where the fuck I was. And you know me, I drive fast anyway. But you see sites, B-52 crash site. You go up these roads, and there's nothing. You can't have reception. And you go there. They made this road to find these guys. It took them 2 days to get these guys out of there, about right. 28 hours or something, because the trees, there's no way to get there. So they made the trees to get to these guys to save them. And they got frostbite, man. The one that survived, they're there for negative 20 in February. So this is what me watch a lot. Check this out, guys. All right. All right, it wasn't that interesting. They're kind of just looking down. That sucks. It's really not a good time. But if you go on there, dude, you see their fucking antlers. Sometimes they hoof each other in the face to get it. If you look, they got 4 different camera angles. They have a lake and a pond where they feed birds and ducks during the summer. They have a spot where they feed birds and squirrels. You can see the whole view. They've chased out a coyote once. You can see wild turkeys in there eating the stuff off the ground. Every morning at 9, the dude comes out with a tractor and drops off apples and acorns and shit. And it's free on YouTube. They got like 800,000 subscribers. And that's literally about 3 miles from where I live in Maine. So when I want to see what the weather looks like, I took that channel on in the morning when I'm in bed. I go, oh, it's snowing out. I see the deer covered in snow. It's a 24-hour feed. Check it out, guys. Brownville Food Pantry, Brownville Maine. It's Deer Pantry. There's people that check in from fucking Australia and shit. There's other ones too. I've seen there's ones that have like the raccoon house. There's an abandoned house where they put food for raccoons and they walk around.
I've yet to see any raccoons there though. And I mean, maybe I'm not patient enough. If I don't see something in like 20 seconds, I'm like done. Like,
Well, that's why I was on the channel. They're fucking not even in the trough. They're eating on the ground since fucking when. You go off after the show and they'll be all there tap dancing. You watch. It's like the bullfrog that sings when no one's looking. I don't get it. That was the shittiest view ever. That was honestly the worst one I've seen since I've seen the videos. They're all just sitting there looking down. So if you thought that was cool, Stacy, go back in a couple hours and you see the bucks out there eating with snow on their back and shit. And they're hoofing each other in the face because they're in each other's way. I love nature. It's pretty cool.
They're funny. They're so cute.
So where can people find your old shows and stuff you're going to do? You have a YouTube channon, right?
I do. I have a YouTube channel. It's the Witchen Life Guide. When we were doing the radio show on Paranormal King Network, they were all recorded and I would upload them up to YouTube. So it's really just an audio only of those. And then I have you should do it.
You know, it's funny. I fucking might now. He says that's actually a pretty cool idea. Go ahead, keep talking though. Go ahead.
You have I don't remember where I was. Let me think. YouTube. Oh yeah, so I would upload it. So it's audio only, so you can't. It's nothing to look at. There is one video of like an actual video of something where it's a river kind of thing, but I don't have a whole lot on there because I usually just send a lot of stuff to him. He's really good with the technical stuff. He's really good with doing the promoting stuff and all that. And he's got the energy up the wazoo. It's very helpful.
Real quick,
Yeah.
real quick, can you hear me? They're fighting. I want to show it. But yeah, that was pretty wild. Yeah, they're just eating on the ground because the troughs are empty. That sucks. There's usually a lot of action, guys. Take my word for it.
Yeah. Does anybody have a Bigfoot outfit that you could get into?
I do it. They're still just eating on the ground. It's very boring. That sucks. They were just fighting like for 1 second, and I was like, "Fuck! I want to get it over."
I like the video they have where the one he smelled the skunk, and
thanks, John, for checking on. We're usually more informative.
His little eyes. Yeah.
Thanks, John. We're usually more informative than that. It's been a long day, and I thought there'd be more questions, but no one's really saying anything. Good night, John. Yeah, thanks for coming on, John. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, we just do our own thing, man. Like I try to go for places that are not obsolete, but places that no one knows. There's a library in Maine that I go to, the Bangor Public Library, what's called the death couch there of America's first Republican vice president. He was vice president to Abraham Lincoln. He died at the president. He was president of the Tarantine Club, vice president to Abraham Lincoln, but president of a club in Portland, a distinguished club. He died playing poker there on a couch, and the couch is on display at the library. There's a sign you can go see it. I brought Heather there. You can touch it and shit. So stuff like that no one knows about. You know?
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not roped off. And it's such a beautiful couch. I was really surprised. I don't remember if I touched it or not. I really don't know. I know I took pictures. Did I touch it? You sat on it.
I said,
right?
You gotta touch it, touch the arm. You touch the arm of it. I didn't sit there. You can't sit, you can't touch. There's a thing on the thing that says, please don't touch or sit. Or don't, don't put things down or sit. It doesn't say don't touch. But it's like an 1850s leather fucking wooden couch because he died on it in like 1889 or something like that. Whatever the fuck.
I just imagine, like, because that's, and then right across is the Stephen and Tabitha wing, right across from it, right?
Right across from it is, believe it or not, a big, strip club. There's the Diamonds Gentlemen Club, and right next to that's a big government building. Then there's the library. If you go down the street there's Franklin Condominiums. That's where the girl walked out of in Creepshow 2, the hitchhiker scene, when she had 6 orgasms with a gigolo and paid $20 an orgasm while she was going home to her husband. She walks across the street. That's the street there. And there's a little memorial about something. And if you go on the other street, that's where Al Brady got killed by the FBI in the streets, coming out of Dickens Sporting Goods. There's a little historical spot there for sure.
I love it.
For sure. I go there a lot. I got my weed there sometime at another weed place.
It's a beautiful, beautiful little downtown, actually. It really is.
Yeah. Do you guys travel south at all? Heather, you have in the past, not for ghost hunting or nothing, but I mean, you've gone to Las Vegas and shit like that, Massachusetts.
Well, I think the most south has been Massachusetts. Really? I mean, I've been more south like once to visit family, but you and I, we travel to Massachusetts often. That's south. Fair. But we don't go, not that we won't, but cost of everything. It's time, life. As of now, the answer is not yet. I want to.
I've been across. Yeah, I've been 4 times. I've never paid for any of it. Twice with a friend to Iowa because he didn't want to go alone to go investigate, even though it was during Corona and he had a girl out there and all that stuff. And then I went once so I went to Iowa. We were supposed to go to the Axe Murder House in Wasilla, where 8 people died, 6 children and 2 adults. We went to the outside of it, but it was closed during Corona. We're also supposed to go to the Farfar Mill or the Farfar School, Farfar, F-A-R-R. It's a haunted school. We didn't go to that. We went to the outside of it. So while we were there, I said to myself, hey, shout out to Carissa real quick. I want to give a shout out to Carissa. I got a thing from Lauren Perez. Give a shout out to her. I saw it pop up. Thank you for watching, Carissa. I really appreciate you and your dedication. So in Iowa, I ended up looking up some of the sites. I went to the first ever train robbery by horseback in America site. That was by Jesse James. You guys ever heard of Jesse James, the famous robber from California? He robbed horseback in Iowa, a train, and the rail is still there. A piece of the train is still there, the wheel, and a big monument. I got a picture with that. I went to a covered bridge in Madison County that Clint Eastwood and Meryl Streep walked on in the Bridges of Madison County movie. And I ended up going to, you guys ever heard of Bonnie and Clyde? But I went to a place where Bonnie and Clyde spent the night with Clyde's brother and Clyde's brother's wife. They got a shootout the next day in Iowa at a abandoned amusement park field, and Clyde's brother got shot, died later at a hospital, and Clyde's brother's wife got arrested. Bonnie and Clyde got away. I've been to that site. There's a placard as well. So I've been to Iowa twice, been through Ohio. Indiana, got pulled over for cocaine in Indiana, happened to be underarm deodorant. That's another story. Wah, wah, wah. Been to Florida a couple times as a kid, to Disney World with my parents, nothing like a historical thing. Went to Virginia once with a reverend to go do an event that Eric Knapp and Stephanie Hutnick from Savannah, Haunted Savannah, put on at the St. Albans Sanatorium in Radford, Virginia. Did a 2-night investigation there, stayed in the morgue at 1 a.m. with a reverend, did that. That was fun. And then I went cross country with my other friend, did Pennsylvania, did a bunch of stuff in Virginia. But other than that, me and Heather do the Massachusetts thing a lot. We go to Salem. That's Heather's. As soon as Heather gets to Danvers, she starts quivering. I don't know if I think it's a good thing, in my opinion. But she starts getting loosey-goosey so she hits Danvers. And once we hit Peabody, which is, of course, Salem Village. And then once we get to Salem, it's on like Donkey Kong. Am I right?
Oh my God, I love that area. But it's not, I'm never going to call it a new favorite area because Salem will always be a favorite on a different level. But and my most newest intriguing obsession area is South Boston right now. I really am a little obsessed with that area right now and learning the history and,
15 minutes
straight minutes
of Boston.
Yeah. So we've done a couple of it's not investigating, that's more of those are filming sites.
Well,
so that was
talk a little bit. Where did we go? Come on, I brag enough. Where did we go?
Because you're doing so much better and I enjoy it. Like I enjoy listening and just interacting. Like that's what I enjoy doing. I enjoy listening to the story. So
well, all right. And we're gonna close out at 9:30. We're gonna go another 15 minutes. Thank you guys for tuning in. My great-granddaughter's buried in Fall River. Oh, we spent the night in Fall River.
Oh, that's a beautiful area.
Lizzie Borden's for free. We drove to after my mom passed away, Heather decided to treat me. Well, actually, no, this is before. My mom was alive then still. Actually, I blame Lizzie for this for a little bit. But we went down. Heather did actually treat me to this. We went down through Providence, Rhode Island. We went to author H.P. Lovecraft. We went to his home where he wrote his final book, his autobiography, and the home he died in, which is actually the home to someone else, right across from Williams College in Providence, Rhode Island. Then we went to his grave site, H.P. Lovecraft's grave site. You guys have heard of him, I hope, I'm sure. I'm going to put the candle out so I can have more for later. Thank you, Rachel. Mrs. Stephen King, Rachel King. And so then we drove to Fall River and we spent the whole night. It smells good. Spent the whole night at Lizzie Borden's, and the girls like, the rest of the people canceled. You have the house to yourself. Don't die. We're like, fuck. Yeah. So we spent the whole night in Fall River, Battleship Cove, Lizzie Borden's, the Dunphy House. Went to Maplecroft. Went to their graves at Oak Grove. I mean. So yeah, Fall River.
I want to go inside Maplecroft. I want to go inside Maplecroft. Maplecroft.
Yeah, haven't yet.
I think it's personally owned right now. But
yeah, that sounds about right.
But we got somebody close
to see. I mean, we ended up going. We got offered by psychic medium Alexandria Sarr and medium Kenneth Drake to a convention they put on in Quincy, Massachusetts, and they invited us. Not only invited us, dude, and told us we could set up for free and attend for free, but he gave me a little bit of cash for coming and hung out with us and bought us drinks. That's what it's about. I'm not going to conventions to pay money and set up and hobnob. If you want me to come down there, it's either for free or give me a couple bucks. I just don't really care. I'm not there to party, dude. I'm not there. I mean, I am, but I just don't. I don't care. I used to sing in a metal band. I've been there, done that. And I don't, it's too much glorified ass kissing for me. I don't really care how many shows you fucking been on or how many fucking books you wrote, unless you're Stephen King. But anyway, so we went to Quincy with these great folks who got me hooked up with the New York Times and who were really good people. Medium Kenneth Drake, follow him on Facebook, Medium Drake. we went there and we realized after watching Black Mass with Johnny Depp, who portrays James Whitey Bulger, the gangster, for about 900 times, that's where everything went down. The filming sites in the real life shit. So where do we go, Heather? We went under the bridge of the Neposset River.
Oh my god!
Where he's
yeah. So that's the name of the river. I can explain the feelings of that. Like, if you guys, I think, all right, if you guys like Johnny Depp, if you like gangster movies, if you like Boston, if you like New England, if you like kind of cool, just watch Black Mass. Just check it out if you haven't already. And so we ended up going to this bridge where he just ended up burying so many bodies there over time that it started getting known as the Bulger burial ground. And they literally have a walking path over it right now. Like, bring your family and your babies in your stroller, and there's nothing there memorializing it. And I know there's still bones down there. There's no way they got all the bodies. There's no way. And it drives me crazy. I want to see a memorial there. I don't want it to be a tour. I don't want to like disrupt things and make it so. I want the. I don't know what I want, because I could,
right above it's
not about what I
highway
want,
train
but
trestle. There's
yeah,
a walking path. It's abandoned mills, and you
Yeah.
watch the movie. They pop these fucking cats in the back, and then we went to the house where he strangled the girl, killed her, and took a fucking nap and buried her in the basement. Well, his Goonies did.
That was a crazy scene. Just the whole scene of it.
Went to Triple O's Lounge, which is the Fox and the Knife now restaurant. I got a video of that on my YouTube channel. So we'll get going. People are dropping off. I get it. We're fucking an hour and a half, so I think people can take.
That's true. Yeah, it is late. So yeah,
it's a lot funner when you're in it. When you're watching, it's not as fun. So Historically Haunted Vodcast. I'm gonna have Father Kenneth in 2 days, I believe. Oh, Rachel King. Let me see. Are you busy, Heather? Right now?
No, not quite at the moment, but it depends on what you need.
Well, I'm just curious because I was going to, maybe I'm losing Wi-Fi here. I don't know. I was going to send Rachel King an invite to jump in and just say hi. And I said, Rachel, go to your Facebook, YouTube, or your Facebook Messenger. I just sent you the StreamYard link. Jump on and come say hi.
I see.
Come to South Carolina. I know I've been invited by a couple of people. I might take the trip. If it's at no cost to me, if I can get there and set up for free, you don't even have to pay me. But if I get there and get a hotel and I'm not going there to spend $50. I mean, I'll do karaoke, dude. I'll sing. I'll have fun. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a stickler, but I'm just not a ball about. I got more. Look at what I got for weapons. Look what I got.
I love South Carolina in Charleston. I spent some time there when my brother went to college there. I went there the day we dropped him off, the weekend we dropped him off, and then a couple of family weekends, and going to Myrtle Beach. That was the southeast beach I've ever southed. It was amazing. Like I thought I saw waves in Maine. No, there's nothing like Myrtle Beach, and I'm sure that there's across, and that's probably nothing compared to other places. But like, that's what's so fun about seeing new places. It's just so crazy.
Yeah,
it's so crazy.
It is crazy. That's what's fun about it. Thank you so much, Ray. I know you gotta go. Have a good night. I know we gotta get going soon too. And sometimes I get going and forget about the time. I'm glad you're friends with Eric and Steph. They're good people. I know you're up early. Thank you for tuning in, Stacy. I gotta get you on the show one of these days. You support anybody that supports the show and comments and shares and likes. I definitely want to talk to. I don't care, like I said, about shows and what you're on and who people like you. If you support me, dude, come on and talk if you want to. So we're gonna close it out unless Rachel jumps in here in the next minute. We'll go another 10 minutes if she don't.
Yeah, and that's all that I have left because I got to go down after that. Go back to mom.
Yeah, well, okay, real quick. Yeah, so okay, real quick, we'll go. Where do you stand on? I mean, obviously, you like mermaids, monsters, aliens, all that shit too, right? It's not just It's not just ghosties and spiritual shit.
I love other species because they're so much cooler than us. They're so. I mean, like, I literally love them, and I want to believe that they're there because it makes the world a little bit easier for me, if that makes sense at all. And to think that, I mean, even to this day, though, they're saying, hey, a new species was found by scientists. We don't question that, as there's still things out there that we still haven't identified. We don't question that at all because it's in a headline in a newspaper. But we'll question a new species we can't find or might just not be identified yet. I don't know. That's my take on
Well,
that. But
your friends, and you tuned in, and you respect Nomar and Lauren Coleman and Gene Tewksbury, and you know the field there, and with wildcats and monsters and aliens, even Fred Richards, UFO Fred. So you know, and I think you're open to that. And I think you kind of believe in that. I think you want to believe. You love mermaids. You kind of get that little bit of a. Do you hear that? It sounded like someone just said something, and I'm literally alone here. Hello?
Well, you have brought in a few mermaid things into your home recently. Decorations, decor.
There's like population of like 1,100 in this fucking town in a span of like 30 miles. It's
Is it really that many? I feel like it's even less, but I don't know. Maybe I'm
there's
wrong.
really not a lot of people here, and I never hear shit. Even with school, it's how the kids just walk back like through the corn. I swear the kids don't play in this town.
That is bizarre.
I don't hear shit. I don't hear dogs barking. I don't hear. Once in a blue moon, I'll hear someone go by with a big exhaust, but that's about it. It's almost too quiet. That's why I'm always playing horror movies and death metal. But I just heard it. Sounded like I heard someone say next or yep or something. But it sounded like it came down my fucking hallway when I'm alone in this trailer here. An hour and a half between fucking Mokatadan and Bangor. I do got a bat and a knife in every room they'll put away, like Punisher would. I just don't really
Okay, so what do you have for other types of tools right now that are more spiritual? That's my question for you. What are your spiritual tools you have up there?
I always keep it next to me, man. Sage in it.
Do you remember when we burned the sage? Because honestly, we went to go. We saw the real Annabelle. So we saged ourselves in the truck, and I was just feeling like I wanted to sage after Annabelle, but there was the energy of all the people.
Probably Santo.
There's so many people. I just felt like I had to. So we had that sage going, and the truck was full of smoke. Bad.
Oh my God, we were roaring with it like weed would be. It was just coming down out the windows.
That's when I met Lauren Perez, and I gave her a hug, like, nice to meet you in person finally. She's like, I knew I'd like you. You smell like my people. And it was the sage. It was so funny.
They parked that black hearse in back of our black and white police truck.
There was a picture of that somewhere, and I can't find it, but it was such a cute picture of their hearse and the police truck behind it. Just a couple of kids, both of us, a couple of couples, little kids having fun.
So we're gonna end
playing grown up.
Aside from all the obviously life is first, your daughters come first, your bulldog, I know me, and just you and two in general. But what do you hope to get out of like what do you plan to do? Would you like to possibly like start making your own homemade items or paintings or jewels or make a YouTube channel or make a book or a vodcast, or do you just want to just kind of just exist like you are now? Do you plan on going forward, so to speak? I guess do you plan to like build?
So obviously, what do I vision for ourselves right now? I'm at the weirdest place in my life that I've ever been in my entire fucking life that I've ever been. I'm nearing the end. I'm nearing the end of I don't want to say responsibilities because we hold on to those forever, but a shift. I'm going to change my talk. I'm not nearing the end. I'm nearing a shift of my responsibilities. So where I'm not used to that type of thing, I'm having a hard time pinning shit down. I love everything from making candles to gardening and teaching people about that. My issue is I love so much of it. I don't know how to pinpoint that down to share it. So I kind of envision me kind of going all over the place and wanting people to expect that a little bit. One day, like I've been looking at the crystals as I have around my house right now, feeling like I really just want to gift this to somebody. And so I was thinking about going on and maybe just showing some crystals that I have and talk about maybe why I got them. And maybe just, I don't know, there's somebody, because I don't know what people need for information. I don't know what people want to hear about. So I'll just say this week, this month, this is what I'm going to do. And then I'm sure I'm going to resonate with somebody during that whole thing. And I'm going to be like, all right, I'm going to this is going to be yours. I'm going to send this off to you,
Well, I think when we look at your post with your daughter, you're trying not to boast. Like, I'm not going to boast. I know people about, and you literally had like 36 people react and comment. Good for you. I think people realize that instead of to go and goes, hey guys, I auditioned for a show, or hey guys, look at me here. Hey guys, look at me credentials. Or, hey guys, I'm on my 28th book. Or hey guys, I'm on this. You're like, hey guys, I'm raising my children and I'm putting my family and my life first. And people are like, hey fucking men, you're beautiful. That's a beautiful post. People respected that, and that's
people
cool.
People need to remember what's really, 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 really important.
A lot of people
because
don't.
they just have to. And I'm not saying, because I mean, look at you, you're doing your vodcast. I'm not telling you that what you're doing is not important, but they have to be good on their foundation.
Well, here's
on
the
that
thing.
Foundation. Don't forget about that.
Here's the thing. At 43, I don't have any biological children. My mother's passed away. I have no animals. I have a fiance girlfriend. I'm not quite proposed to you yet, but you know what? You're my girl. But we're in different foundations right now in this part of life. So you know I'm not going to cheat on you. You know I have nothing but good intentions, and I love to include you. Like 90% of the time when I go a place, I'm on the fucking phone with you because I need you to be there. So I think with you and me having understanding, and with you not so much getting permission, but you realizing where I am and what I'm about, and you like fucking go for it because you know I put you first. You know I have time for you, and you know when I'm there, like what did I do before I left? I did all your dishes. You're like, baby. Yeah. I'm like, yeah. I said, I'm using you for your dishes.
It pisses me off. It pisses me off.
I'm like, oh man, I love this girl. She lets me do her dishes whenever I'm there. But I do because I care about you, and I think it's a different trade, and I think we have a mutual respect. That's the difference of going, I gotta play poker tonight to get out of the fucking house. The old lady's a nag. Gotta go to the poker.
So here's that. Like to me, you know what I mean? This whole time in my life, I'm learning to have to let go, because I can say, hey, I'm not responsible for anything anymore, but I'm not going to really actually not be responsible until I'm put in my mind and release that responsibility and allow others to take care of me.
Oh, I thought you'd done, girl. Beautiful relationship with a black
and all that stuff. So I just, it's life's hard. So what I want to do is just take any lesson that I might have learned, pass that knowledge on, and like, how do I market? How do I spread that word? Because I don't ever honestly want to make any money on anything. I don't, because money's not real to me. Understand that money is what we all need to survive, but I try to live so minimally that I don't need to. I just want to spread things free, because there's enough money out there to have to pay for stuff. There's enough. You can pay for things all you want. We're taxed on things. I don't even get me started on that, but I don't know. On my show, I want to talk about shit that, that one's delicious. I want to talk about shit that
smells like a goddamn cupcake.
Yeah.
Alexis says, real quick, yes, you're absolutely right on that. Alexis says, beautiful relationship. I appreciate it. We're not perfect by any means. We have our ups and downs, but I think like with anything else, at the end of the day, you got to have mutual respect. You got to understand. You got to know, dude, if this chick don't want to be with me, this dude don't want to be with me, they're just going to say, what's up? Bye. In a nice way, at least, but I'm not going to fuck around. And the same thing with her. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Heather doesn't talk about it a lot, but with Heather obviously having her children, her bulldog, and Heather's had hip replacement surgery. So she's not as mobile. Of course, we're both older too. We're both in our 40s. So there's a lot of stuff that she possibly can't do. So when I do it, that's why I record it so she can see it. But she loves to get the view, and I love to have her go and see it when she can. And I always figure I can go back twice, like the Pet Cemetery place. I can go back with Heather. I just know an easier route for her now. And I can go next time. I have no problem going twice. So I think that's a big thing with us, is exploring, living each life to the fullest. When the child now that's 14, going to be 15, holy shit. When she goes with her dad and is left alone for half the day, and it is okay to be, because she's so trustworthy and strong and such a smart young lady that you've raised, 2 of them now. There's a lot that we've seen and a lot that we've done. A lot of people haven't done. We've been at Madame Cherie's castle. We've been to who's that chick that Nathaniel Ell can never find there? What the fuck's her name?
Oceanborn Mary.
We've been to Salem. We've been to.
He finally found it though.
The Edcott pear tree I brought you, the oldest fruit tree planted 1654 in North America, planted by a pilgrim in on Edcott Road. In help me out, Danvers, Massachusetts, which used to be Salem Village.
It still bears
a link
fruit.
Around a link fence and a monument. I got pictures of it.
It still bears fruit.
It still bears pears to this day, and it's not haunted. But you know what? Oh my!
But it's historic.
I need a cigarette. Oh, it smells so good. I need a cigarette. Wow, good job, Alexis. Holy shit! But that's what it's. I think haunted is killer, but I think
Mm.
historic is just as good as haunted. Maybe it doesn't have ecto slime and people telling me my name to me and through a box. But the fact that shit went down there that changed the world that should be known is huge, right? I think so.
It is really cool. I mean, they always say you need to remember the past to move forward.
Good or
There's a
bad.
lot of truth to that. And do I know what that means? Nope. I just know that it's really it's just
She's
it's
honest, folks.
I just feel that in my bones. There's a lot of truth to that. Why do we get those deja vu feelings, or why do we get those, like, when we walk into an old house? Why do we get those and that excitement if it was for nothing? You know what I mean? So those memories are there, and that feeling's there to bring us forward for some reason.
Dude, we went to the
Trigger
Derby Lighthouse.
something.
When we went to the Derby Lighthouse in Salem Harbor, where the pirates were seen kidnapping people in Salem after the witches were gone. Salem's not just about witches, guys. As much as I love my witches, I'm going out with one. Salem's about pirates and mermaids and shit too, and lighthouses. Hubie Halloween was filmed there. One of my favorite actors slash comedians, Adam Sandler, a New Hampshire boy, done good. Me and Heather went to the Red Arrow Diner, where he's got a burger named after him in Manchester, New Hampshire, where he was born and raised. So I love my movies too, and we've done a lot. We've been to Hubie's house in Danvers. We haven't been to the cornfield yet. That's in Methuen, I think, Massachusetts. I got that written down. So we try
That
to incorporate
that's
that too.
that's like a real field. I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, it was the corn was transported, but it's a real farm in Medellin, Massachusetts. I got it written down. But real quick for me and Heather, honestly, guys, real quick, Alexis, I'm so glad you're proud of that. And I hope you guys all have a great relationship and a good partner, or at least a good family and friends. Everybody deserves someone. I was alone for a
Mhm.
little bit, and it's not fun. But me and Heather, dude, seriously, on a Saturday, we'll get up, we'll grab a coffee and a joint, and we'll go look for yard sales, maybe a graveyard, and maybe just look up Atlas Obscura or a place to go see. Next thing you know, we're in New Hampshire looking up the birthplace of the fucking French perm or whatever.
Yeah.
This, you know what I mean? There's cool shit. There's a place where the Constitution was read aloud in Biddeford. So if you guys go out and do shit killer, and honestly share with me, tell me, look where I found. I don't know at all. I'd love to learn new shit.
Yeah. It's
And if you guys are
impossible.
ever,
Yeah.
look us up. Message Heather. Heather's gonna be looking for guests soon. She's kind of weird about asking people, but if you'd love to be a guest on her show, message her. Say, hey, I'd love to be a guest on your show. Message me. I'll relay the message, but please message her. She
I'm
don't bite.
seriously, like, I feel like
I want her to have a good show. I'm gonna set it up for her.
this is the thing. Like, I'm a Leo, and I think that's kind of through
Alexis
and
would come on.
through. I'm a nervous little cat, and I don't. I'm very nervous around. I'll like circle people like 5 or 6 times,
She's like a
and
tiger shark.
it's still keep, and then once I feel comfortable, like, I that's when I roll over and we start. It's I don't. So I'm awkward, and I apologize to anybody in advance.
I
It
think you and
takes me a
Alexis.
bit.
I think Leo here. Look at that. I think you and Rachel, not just because they're chicks, but I think Rachel would be good as a guest for you. I think y'all could rap for an
Oh
hour.
my
I
god,
think
this
Alexis
stuff's
could.
awesome.
And I think they definitely have to come on. CL's a great author. I just get done reading her book about the Bayou and voodoo priestesses, and it's actually based on real people. Get her fucking book. I got it somewhere. It's really good.
Yeah.
Um,
We have been on a reading kick. It's been
reading
awesome.
kick. I got about 45. So we're gonna call it a night.
Yeah.
I'll probably be on Friday. We should be on with Kenneth. I haven't really heard from him yet, but we should be on. Heather, anything you want to leave the guests with? The host or the fucking people? Count me in. She'd love to jump on. See that? I did send you a link in Messenger, Rachel, but we'll have to go on some other time. It's getting late. I sent you one in Messenger though about 20 minutes ago. But yes, definitely.
If she wants to jump
I
on
know
with
you're
you,
not ready.
if you want to keep going. Oh, okay. Either
Well, I guess
way,
we could. I don't fucking care. I mean, we got 4 people watching it. Whatever. If she wants to, we should go bring her on.
because then I can go back. I can go back and rewatch it after I do my mom shit. So I can just pop out, and even if you're still on,
Well,
I can.
I mean, I guess I could. I don't know. I've gone 2 hours before. But I mean, I don't know.
Didn't you say you just paid? Didn't you just say you just paid for whatever?
I thought it was unlimited. I have to check. I think pretty sure it's
So if
unlimited
it
hours,
is, just what I mean, come on.
well, yeah, we'll see. I'll see in the bottom if she does. You're welcome to Rachel. I'll give you a
So
couple minutes.
I'll pop out now, but you keep talking to the people. If they want to, Witchin' Life Guide on YouTube. It's not very exciting right now, but it will be once I get my shit together. It's I do TikTok, but I'm not a TikToker when it comes to I've actually, when I open it up, I think there's like 2 buttons I can figure out, and it's upload and auto do, and then I just upload it, and that's it. But I know there's a lot of weird shit, and it really kind of freaks me out, so I don't even get into that. So that's not very exciting, but I am on there, and once I start having cool stuff to share more, I love to do like paintings and like paint by numbers, which sounds really silly, but it's the only kind of artistic thing that makes me feel talented enough. So I do enjoy that, and I'll take like pictures of it in progress, and that's always fun because I like to just envision how it will look that way. And I'm on Facebook, so you can always message me and friend request me. I may not do it right away. Like I said, if it's not, I don't know. Like I just stand back from afar and kind of watch. I don't know how more else to explain it, but if people understand it, they kind of understand that. So yeah. And thank you. I want to thank Adam for bringing me on here. I'm glad that he's having a lot of fun with this. It's been really, really cool watching him start believing in himself. I really enjoyed that because, you know, everybody has some issues and everybody has a tough time. And what I want to do is basically help people kind of through that time. So maybe make an outlet where obviously I can't do everything. I can't do it all. And I've learned to let go of that fact. So now I want to just show people how they can believe in themselves, and then get a group of everybody, so many people together that it's so much that it's just so overwhelming. People just
That's
start
like an
learning to love
orgy.
again.
A group of a bunch of people like that. Overwhelming. Jesus. Careful, we got Alexis and Rachel watching still. I'm gonna get in trouble. So real quick, I put on that. I don't know if you started. I probably not. I had on there for like a minute and a half. But you got to get a TikTok page where you do promote your art, not your titties or you flopping around.
I was talking about that. I thought you kept saying TikTok, TikTok, TikTok.
Well, that's why I'm putting on there. Mention your TikTok so people can follow your painting.
I did.
What is it?
The TikTok. Oh, what is it? Oh my gosh! See, this is why he's good, guys.
Oh boy.
I believe, and if you can't find it because I'm wrong, message me. It's WITCHEN76. WITCHEN 76. Is that how you look for someone on TikTok?
I don't know. I don't do it.
But whatever it says, the @ thing.
The Witch Orgy. Please name it the Witch Orgy. Yes, you got to. I will fucking definitely promote that.
Oh my god, I can already smell it. Oh, that's
I would definitely love you to promote. I would promote it every show if you make a Adam Historian Ghost Hunter candle that smells like cemetery grass at midnight, and I would definitely just never burn it and promote it every show. I'm putting that out there. You've done so much as it is, Rachel. I'll promote you anyway. I rock my T-shirt. I love it. You're so sweet.
You are a great supporter. It's almost like you make me nervous sometimes with all your support. I'm not gonna lie. It's uncomfortable. I love it. Don't stop. It just makes me. I'm not.
I'm friends with her boyfriend too. Jesus Christ.
No, I'm like the way that you support me, honey. The way you support me, like your compliments.
Well, it's not hard.
To me.
There's a little button called share, and you just hit that, and you'd be fucking surprised. It goes to your page, and your friends that aren't my friends will see it. I'm getting followed by your friend, that gay dude from like Berwick. That's like the guy that goes to church and talks about the weather all the time. He follows my page. He didn't send me a friend request, but he follows me. Whatever. That's cool. I appreciate it. So I appreciate that. Josh, I appreciate him. I appreciate all that shit. And, whatever, man, it is what it is. It's just even a share, a like, a follow, a thumbs up. When people thumbs up my shit, my brain's a trap. And I remember who likes my shit, dude. And when I make it, check it out. Y'all get free nuggets.
They can't say THC kills.
Oh, we love you, Rachel. I said that last time. And whenever I say Alexis, I go, I'm a little bit Alexis, even when I'm a little bit not. Alexis.
That's not how it goes. But yeah, that's you can't say THC doesn't kill brain cell memories because you have it. But yeah, so thank you guys for wating. You can stay on and continue on. I am going to head out.
The witch orgy. It's a candle orgy. I appreciate y'all. Brian tuning in. I'm going to bed. We're going to go smoke a joint. I'm going to watch a horror movie and have some nightmares. Good evening to both of you. Megan Knowles, I've known her since she was like 12. What's up? Brian from California. Rachel said she loves us. Hey, can't jump on. She's not feeling well, so we're going to go.
Yeah.
We'll call it another. We'll go 5 more minutes since Brian's tuning on. Fuck it. So
well, then you go 5 more minutes because your 5 minutes is going to turn into another 20. So
no, we're going to call it a night. All right, well, I love you. I'll talk to you guys later. I'm going to go off right now, and we'll see you in a couple of days, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Oh, she's gone. I didn't know she pulled that. That's killer. Rachel, seriously, much love and respect. I appreciate you and your candles. And now people are calling me up. What's your address? I want to send you books. I'm getting books from Amanda from Australia, APS with Bill. And they're sending me some of their books all the way from Australia. I'm getting a book from Allie Bennett for free. No shipping, handling, nothing, at no cost to me, just to get it. That literally makes me want to cry. Like, I appreciate gifts so bad. You'd be surprised. Well, it's stickers, candles, incense, a t-shirt. Alexis sent me the same type of thing, some waxes. You'd be surprised how far that goes, dude. I didn't get anything for Christmas from anybody, really. I got a roof rack from my dad and a couple things I get from obviously Heather. And that's about it. I don't get gifts, man. I had my 40th birthday party the year my mom died. I'm not trying to play the violin here, but I didn't get much. Heather made it pretty good for me. So long story short, I appreciate the gifts, man. It'd be so fucking surprised when people send me a Christmas card. How little shit like that, man. I fucking appreciate it. You know, I'm not trying to milk it and say I want all your shit for free. But if you think of me and you want to send me some goodies, dude, that's killer. Because I don't really like giving up my address to people, honestly, because my town I live in small. But if I trust you, I'll give it to you. So don't. That's my message. Don't message me wanting my address just to send me a picture of your fucking in a graveyard or something. I don't want it. But if it's a cool gift, I'll take it. Thanks for watching, guys. Historically Haunted Vodcast. Thanks for letting me spew my venom for you guys. An hour and a half, almost 2 hours here. And I truly appreciate you guys, man. I'm getting a lot of interest from some people. I don't know why. And maybe if they watch this, they're not going to like me anymore. But for now, I'm taking it with stride. We'll see what happens. This year could be pretty big. And I won't forget y'all, because I go back and I look and see who watched and liked it and commented, because I'm not fucking dumb. I don't have time for fucking bullshit TV. I watch the real shit. And I just sinks in my brain. So love y'all. Thanks for watching. Fucking A. Appreciate you guys. Historical Haunted Vodcast. Adam Began, the one, the only, Adam the Historian, Ghost Hunter. Many people trying to be like me. Fuck them. They're not going to be like me. Many people not proud to know me, not proud to be related to me. I don't care. I'm Adam Began. I'm a soul. I'm here. I'm making waves. I'm getting known. What the fuck are you doing? Living the fucking regular life? Get the fuck out of here. I'm changing lives. I'm learning shit. I'm helping people. And I'm living, man. I was homeless and dead a year and a half ago, and here I am now. So thank you guys, man. Thank you for pushing me. Thanks for keeping it real. Thanks for liking my shit. I love seeing the thumbs up. It gets me fucking ready. So appreciate y'all. See you next time, historians. Historical Haunted Vodcast out. Peace. Okay.